Their little mini reaction video. Welcome back to another little mini chit chat video. So, before we go ahead and get into today's topic, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. We do appreciate your support. Shout out to our Purple Heart member gangs. You guys will see this once we re-upload it to YouTube if you didn't have a chance to join the live. So thank you guys for your support in advance. You guys are awesome. Shout out to everyone who's taking part in our watch time giveaway. For those of you who are interested in taking part, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, watch the videos that we have uploaded on the channel from start to finish, comment once you're done, and we'll be picking a winner once we hit our watch time goal. So you guys stay tuned for that. That is going to be a cash prize giveaway, and we've done it on my other channels. We will do it on this one. It's just a great way for us to give back and, thank you for your support and to ask you guys for your support as we continue to elevate this channel. So yeah, we're also doing our road to 1,000 subbies on this channel. We're almost there. I think we're almost like 100 and something away. So we will be doing a Uber Eats giveaway. For that particular giveaway, you do have to have a valid email address and you must be a Canadian resident for you to be able to access the Uber Eats gift card. It is an electronic gift card, so you do need a valid email address in order to receive the prize. Okay, so like I said in the last couple of videos, before we get into all of these lives, I will go ahead and talk about the giveaway just to make sure that everybody has a chance to enter. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into kind of what I wanted to talk about today. So for those of you who don't know, I am a fashion blogger. I do run a fashion blog page on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, so I'm working over on Facebook today, and I was posting some content with Blac China. Her new look came out. She dropped it, and so I was uploading all that information and stuff like that. And then I came across on my timeline, I see somebody was doing a reaction about her and Rob Kardashian, and I thought that would be interesting. I felt like that was out of nowhere. I had no idea they were even on cordial terms. Last time I checked in on that particular couple, that was a long time ago. They were going through their custody issues and all that stuff. The family was suing her, and it was just all a hot mess. It was really, really bad. So I thought it would be nice to see, what's going on with their co-parenting. So I clicked on the video, and they were talking about the post that Black China made. I believe it was yesterday, where she said, this love is forever, and then she tagged Rob Kardashian, and then he liked the post. So that got everybody talking about, the fact, are they back together? And it seems like that's what she's implying. Then she made another kind of cryptic post saying, I always win. That's probably a jab at Chloe and Kylie. So it's interesting. It got a lot of people talking, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit this morning. So I have always been team Rob and Black China. I like an oddball couple, a cute oddball couple that kind of complement each other, bring out the best in each other. I'm always rooting for the underdog, and they were definitely the underdog for a long, long time, especially in the family dynamics. So, I really wanted them to work. I was really happy when she started helping him with his weight loss journey, and she just started being like a really positive influence on him. But unfortunately, the outside pressure from the family and from the whole situation with Kylie and Tiger and all that stuff was just, I felt the timing was just really, really bad. The timing was bad. And then, of course, she got pregnant, and everybody thought, like, things would get better, but it only got worse as becoming parents drew closer. Her and the family, the feud between her and the sisters got really, really nasty. Um, Especially between her and Kim, because they were the closest, out of all of the sisters. And I think, it's pretty obvious if you watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians over the years. You could understand a little bit where Chloe was coming from if you look back on things in hindsight. And I'll explain. A lot of people were saying, Chloe must be foaming at the mouth. She never liked Black China, blah, 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 blah. And I think, we have to be a little bit realistic when we look at situations a little bit. Just put yourself in the other person's shoes. So everybody knows that Chloe is super, super protective, over all of her siblings. She takes on that kind of mama bear role. You saw that over the years. She's one of those like up in your face type of sisters if she feels like you're hurting one of her siblings. So I wasn't shocked that she wasn't team Black China. Obviously, um, they all rallied behind Kylie. And that's their sister. Whether it's wrong or right, it's their sister. Like, what were they gonna do? What happened with her and Tiger allegedly, um, with the whole as it pertains to Black China situation, that was kind of messed up. Used to be at her house babysitting her kids. Next thing you're dating her baby father. It was kind of weird. And then you had the whole age thing, and it was just a hot mess. So I could see why Chloe was kind of like side eyeing the whole Rob and Black China situation, because you're thinking, my sister did you dirty. Now you're dating my brother. Like, what are you really up to? Type of vibe. And that's understandable. And I think a little bit of me actually believed in the beginning it might have been like a kind of revenge thing. And it obviously turned into something else. And that also happens. It's life. That happens. So I was really happy when they, decided to date and all that stuff. Um, Unfortunately, it didn't work out and they went their separate ways. So that was 8 years ago. Their daughter Dream is, yeah, she's 8 now. So that was a long time ago. And really, in the span of things, a lot has happened. We had a pandemic. Black China went through sobriety. She's maintaining her sobriety. Rob Kardashian was dealing with his, I think it was like depression or something was going on there with him for a while. He struggled with certain issues, and they both kind of had to grow on their own separately, and they both seem to be blossoming into, really healthy adults, co-parenting really well. So I'm not surprised, maybe, the old sparks came back. I never believed that Black China didn't like Rob. I always felt like she did like him. And it was just due to all the outside influences. There was a lot going on, and it just was a tough situation for everyone. Everything was so raw, everything was so fresh. But like I said, it's been 8 years, and you never know. I mean, everybody else is spinning the block. Why not Robin China, right? I'm here for it. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments down below. I don't know, how the family, like the sisters and the mothers, I don't know how receptive they would be. But if everyone just kind of took a step back and realized, like, these are two people who cared about each other, their parents, they have a beautiful daughter. If they want to now, as mature, healthy adults, pursue a relationship that is not platonic, I don't see why sisters and mothers would want to interfere with that. I just wanted to make a quick point to my point, right? I watched a clip with Chloe and Rob on the phone, and she was, I guess, asking him about dating and co-parenting, or dating and parenting, being a father and dating. And he was basically saying he reminded me of Anna Nicole Smith's partner. He just never dated after she passed away. It's kind of like the same thing with Rob. He's been single for 8 years. He said, of course, he dated, but he never got serious with anyone. What does that tell you? That tells you that that's somebody who is having that single life as a placeholder instead of having an actual person as a placeholder, because they know that, later on down the line, that this kind of reconciliation would always be in the cards. That's just my personal opinion. He basically said he dedicates all his time to being a father, to Dream. Like, he was just never interested in becoming serious with anybody. That's been 8 years, he said. He's been single. So maybe he was waiting for, you know, the person he fell in love with all those years ago to get herself, together, get herself all sorted out, while he also had to work on some of his issues and whatever he was dealing with at the time. So if they are reconciling, even if it's for a storyline, because people started throwing that out there as well, that the Kardashian, the show is up for renewal on Hulu or whatever, and this is all part of the PR machinery. We know how Kris Jenner gets down, and we are here for it. We respect the business acumen 100%. So even if that's what's in the works, the fact that even if that's in the works tells us that they're coming together as a family. Go ahead and get to that bag, and I'm not mad at it. We like peace and tranquility. So if this is, even if this is the fact that this is happening is a positive. Um, because nothing happens without Miss Jenner's approval. With her, as it pertains to her family, we all know that. So yeah, so either way, I'm happy for them. I'm here for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for those of you who made it to the live. We appreciate your time. Stay up and stay blessed, and we'll catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.